Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Let's talk about WAGs. WAGs LA, WAGs War, Season 3, Episode 2. Let's start off with, Sasha. She meets up with Olivia and Natalie, and they're having drinks. And, Sasha talks about, the San Diego trip because I think Olivia brought it up. And, um, Sasha is like, that San Diego trip was terrible. Autumn act up. Autumn was rude. She was coming for my people. She was like on the attack. She attacked Lonnie or whatever. And so I had to go back and watch, the last part of the episode. And, Autumn was not trying to attack Lonnie. What happened was, in my opinion, is that, Autumn, she walks in, she sits down, and then she ends up talking to one of the girls at the table. And then the girl brings up, hey, you and Sasha need to talk and all this other stuff. And so then that's when Lonnie jumped in, and Johnny was like, yo, you guys need to be quiet because everybody can hear your conversation. You guys are just being messy. And so then the other girl says to Lonnie, oh, okay, we'll leave the chat alone. We'll talk about it at another time. So then Autumn, she gets up and she goes back to sit at her table, and she goes like, and Autumn says like, I'm not here for that shit, like I'm not down with that, because basically she felt like Lonnie came after her and was just like being rude. And so then after that, Autumn didn't say anything. The ladies went to the bathroom to leave to go to another spot. And so as the other ladies are in the bathroom, Sasha, Lonnie, and Sasha's other friends or whatever are in the bathroom. And so Autumn, she goes to the bathroom and she hears them talking about her, like, why is she here, who invited her, and why she's going around talking about you at the table and all this other stuff. And so that's when Autumn jumps in, was like, I wasn't talking about nobody at the table. Then Lonnie jumps up in her face and says, I didn't say nothing about you talking about anybody going around the table saying anything. And so it was clear that Lonnie said that Autumn was going around the table talking about, Sasha or whatever. And so the conversations in my slideshow, it's not all together, but you'll see that, Autumn was just going to the bathroom and she was ear hustling, and she heard what Lonnie said, and Lonnie got all up in her face. Like, Lonnie approached Autumn and got in her face, put her hands up, and that's when the other little girl that, Autumn was talking to at the table jumped in and tried to get in between them and move Lonnie out the way, because Lonnie came at Sasha, even though Sasha was standing in the doorway. But to me, the aggressive person was Lonnie, and then Autumn got aggressive. So we'll move on from that. And so then we have Natalie and Olivia. They are happy that Sasha's on their team now. And it was like, oh, we thank God that Sasha, joined our team now. So I don't even know why they have teams, but it is teams or whatever. And then also, Olivia says that, listen, Autumn is doing you the same way that she did us. And basically, Olivia and Natalie feels like Autumn has a bone to pick with them and Autumn don't like them. And I believe Autumn don't like them at all. I don't know, it's because they're single, because they're wild, because they're living free and happy. They don't need no man. They're not dependent on any man. And actually, they're free. But, since being on the show, it seems like, Natalie and Olivia wants to be a wag and want to find a husband or whatever, but they can't. So that's what they're making it seem like, they're whores and things like that. And I don't know if they are, because I don't know who they be sleeping with or whatever. But, I don't know if it's jealousy because of that, or is it jealousy because, they not married and they're living their life and they're financially stable, or is Olivia and, Natalie jealous of the other women that are wags, and do they act slutty around, the wag's husband, because that could piss them off and make them upset as well, because nobody wants a woman that's single and dress half naked and act slutty around their husband. But we'll see how it keeps going. And so anyways, after that, Sasha, she invites Natalie, and she invites, Olivia to go to Trinidad with her for the carnival or the festival. And then she also invites Nicole. And so then Natalie was like, well, I want Nicole to come. So Nicole's going to go too. So they go over there to, Trinidad or whatever, and we see Sasha's family and all this other stuff. So, hey, it is what it is with that situation. But it seems like, Sasha really just blamed Autumn for that situation in San Diego. And I think she should have, put Lonnie as blame too. She just said, Autumn attacked Lonnie. And it wasn't like that to me. It seems like Lonnie was ready to attack because earlier in the day that they met up, Lonnie said that she didn't like Autumn. She can't stand Autumn. Autumn's fake or whatever. So her being in the same room with, Autumn, something was going to happen. So, and also Sasha didn't personally invite, Autumn. So it was like if they had any type of friendship, I believe, in my opinion, that Sasha should have called Autumn and said, hey, listen, if you come, blah blah blah, we'll talk about our situation at another time. We won't get into it at the San Diego trip, but I just want you to be aware that Lonnie is not too happy with you because of things that happened in the past between you two. So I just want you to be aware of that, and if you can kind of ignore her, and then also say the same thing to Lonnie, like, hey Lonnie, Sasha might be say to Lonnie, hey, Autumn might be coming, try to hold it in, don't really go on an attack, because I'm going to talk to Autumn at a different time, you know what I mean? So it seems like Autumn and Sasha failed in that situation. But I don't think Autumn really is to blame. Maybe when she got to the bathroom, she should have just let it be and go wash her hands and use the bathroom. But hey, if she didn't approach them at that moment, then when she brings it up another time, they're going to say it didn't happen, or it didn't happen that way. So at least she got him right there. Like, she didn't go behind their back and talk about it. She was like, hey, you guys are talking about me, whatever. And so Lonnie says, I don't F with you. And then, and so then Autumn says, I don't mess with you either, to Lonnie. So it seems like them women should have been pulled aside to kind of like hold it in or whatever. But it seems like, Autumn was coming there just to support, but she might have been a little shady, but it didn't seem like she was going to be at all. But it seems like Lonnie jumped in and just went to defend, Sasha, and just talk junk about her in the bathroom. So anyways, we move on to, Natalie. And we move on to Olivia, and basically they're really just glad that Sasha's on their team or whatever, and they're feeling good about the situation. And now Sasha's enjoying hanging out with, Sasha says that she enjoys hanging out with, Nicole and Olivia, because before she wasn't down with them. She was basically against them because they wasn't wags, and she was following Autumn lead. But are you a follower, or do you just not like them and now you switching up and want to be their friends? I don't know. So I guess Sasha has to ask herself that question. Why didn't she like them before, and all of a sudden why does she like them now? Basically, Sasha was just saying that she was on a different level because she was a wag and they wasn't, so she didn't see things their way. And I guess she just thought that they were thoughts or whatever. So, but it seems like now she's cool with the thoughts. And so we get to Michelle Quick. She's married to Brian Quick, and basically they're going to the gym to work out and everything. And Michelle it seems like Michelle is obsessed with Natalie and Olivia. And it's just like, Michelle's talking about, oh, these girls are so LA. You have to meet Natalie. You have to meet Olivia. They're so LA. They wear furs in the summertime. They're just everything LA. And then Brian was like, yeah, you used to be that way, but now you're married, so you can't do that. But it also seems like that Michelle was admiring them and she liked them, but then she turned around and tried to fight them and arguing with them. Michelle, jealous of Natalie and Olivia because, they got their own money, they got their own business, they're doing their thing. And basically Michelle, she's turning 30 and she feels like she's getting old. She feels like everything's going to fall down to the floor. And is it because she's insecure? She has to chase Brian around, call him 24/7 because she don't got a job to do. She don't got nothing to worry about but where Brian's at and who he's with. And Olivia and Natalie don't have to live that type of lifestyle, even though they don't have a man right now at this point. But it seems like Michelle is bigging them up. But then later on in the episode, she goes at them, and then Michelle's talking about all the DMs that her husband be having and these girls coming for her husband. But Michelle, them cornrows that Michelle had on her head was terrible. They looked terrible. She knew she was going to be on film. Why she put them cornrows in her hair like that? And then also she talks about her Botox. It looks like her lips are already full, but she wants more fillers and she's going to get that. And so we get to Tasha and her family in Trinidad. They're having a good time. She says that her husband's not joining her in Trinidad because he's with her stepkids, so he's with his other kids he has with somebody else. And so, Sasha's mother asked about Autumn. So what's up with you and Autumn? She's such a sweet girl. She's such a nice girl. Where's she at? And so Sasha was like, that it's too much drama with her, and she's always talking about people. And I feel like if she's talking about people like that she's gonna talk about me. And her mom said, yeah, I understand, like they'll do the same thing to you. But Sasha, you was just talking about how Autumn tried to attack Lonnie, and in the last episode you was talking about Sasha. Well, you was in the conversation where your friend Lonnie and other females that were your friends were talking about Autumn. So like, it's like you calling the kettle black. It don't make any sense, because you're around women that do have conversations about other people. But I guess, Sasha feels that, Autumn takes it to a whole nother level, that, I feel like she's going to talk about me like that. When I get up and leave, she's going to talk about me like that. So that's what she says to her mom or whatever. And basically that's it with that situation. I'm like, yo, like, it's like a lot of double standards going on. So we got Amber, Barbie, and Autumn. They meet up at a wine bar or whatever. And, Autumn, she walks into the location. She looked like Cookie from, Empire. That red top, that black skirt, and them black boots. She looked good. I was like, oh, shit, that outfit's on point. So she meets up with Amber, and she meets up with Barbie. And, basically they're talking about, food. They're talking about the wine. And then also, Amber saying that she wants to have a party at her house and invite all the ladies so they can get to know each other, because it seems like all the ladies have this friend, that friend coming. We don't even get a chance to, really get to know each other, whatever. And so then that's when, Autumn was like, I want to invite, Michelle, because I really wanted to have Michelle with me when I went to San Diego, I guess, or any other location. So I guess Michelle is going to be Autumn's new mouthpiece, or she's going to have Autumn's back, I guess. And so then that's when Barbie feels that Sasha Barbie feels like Sasha treats Autumn not too nice, like she wasn't too nice to her or whatever. And they talk about Natalie and Olivia. Then they talk about Olivia and sending out this Valentine's Day shot to this guy named Joel that plays in the NBA. And then after she sent out that happy Valentine's, I love you, whatever, message on Instagram, his people or him reply back, this is fake news, ain't nothing like that going on between us. And so then, that's when Amber says that, Olivia is a pro hoe, and so then that's when, Autumn says that, there's nothing wrong with having a man spend money on you, take you out and buy you things. And so then that's when Autumn says like that's a high paid escort, not unless you're an escort. So it seems like Barbie knows that Amber is coming for Olivia. She called her pro hoe. She said, oh, what, she is the escort. And she brings up this, Instagram post about, Olivia. So Barbie knows that Amber has a bone to pick with Olivia, but Barbie won't say nothing. She's keeping her mouth closed. Is it because she's having trouble in her marriage in paradise, or she just got married and it seems like they're having problems already? So it was kind of fake when Barbie at the end of the episode meets up with Olivia and say, Olivia, I got your back or whatever. I didn't know Amber was going to come at you like that at the party. I didn't know Amber was going to do this. I didn't think Amber invited you to her house to shit on you or whatever. But how would you not know when Amber right now is shitting on Olivia right in front of your face, calling her a pro hoe and saying she enjoys these gifts and stuff from men unless she's an escort? So Barbie missed me with the bullshit. And so we get to Olivia and Natalie. They go shopping, whatever. Olivia's trying to try on these pants, they don't fit or whatever. And so then Olivia and Natalie start to talk about the fake news, about the text or the IG post that Olivia put out there. And come to find out that Joel's people does not like Olivia because she's in the news, she's in the media, and she's a bad look for him, and they don't want him to be distracted with her. And plus she's on a TV show, she's on YouTube, she's on Instagram, she's on every media website, and they feel like she is she'll be a very great distraction, and the team and his promoters and his management don't want him to have anything to do with her. So his team put out fake news. It's not true, that we ain't together. All the information's in the slideshow about what Joel said or whatever in the text. I mean, and the on the IG post and all this other stuff. So basically, so that's why Olivia goes, we was together for like 2 years or whatever. I mean, we knew each other for like 2 years or something like that. We were dating, whatever, but they don't want it to be a public relationship. So since she made that post, he kind of like backed away, and she kind of like backed away because he didn't defend her, whatever. Do I believe it? I don't know. I think it was just for attention, or he possibly didn't want anybody to know that he was dealing with her, because if he's trying to get traded or picked up or get more money, all these people that their agencies and their managers, and they take a toll, and they look at everything that these guys do, and they can say, oh, you're messing with this one's a distraction, because sometimes they do judge them about who they're dating or who they're with, so it is what it is. And so we move on from that, and because they're getting ready to go to Trinidad to chill with Sasha. And so we get Brian and Dominique and Autumn. They want to get together and throw a 30th birthday party for Michelle or whatever, and things like that. And so they're meeting up at a bar or somewhere to talk about the situation. And so he was like, Brian was like, I just got through working out, I know she's going to be looking for me. And then before he said anything, she's calling and all that other good stuff. And it was like, she has him on a tracker. She has him on a very short leash. And it just seems like she's very insecure, that she really thinks that somebody's going to steal her man or take her man from her, that she don't trust him. And, that could be developing a problem in the future, where he might find someone that is confident and is secure. Because maybe if Michelle has something else going on with her life other than just being a housewife and taking care of the kids, and maybe she has something else to focus on with the kids or doing something with them, that she would be able to loosen up, unless Brian cheated on her or whatever. So maybe has Brian done something to Michelle to make her feel insecure, to make her call him and check on him, so we don't know. We'll find out later on if Brian did some things. And so then we move on from that. And so they get ready to plan a party for her. And then Michelle and Brian, Michelle and Brian, they're talking and whatever, and they're going shopping. And, he's going shopping, not Michelle. Brian is going shopping with Sasha's husband to look at some stuff, some lingerie or whatever. And they're talking and whatever. And so Brian says, oh, I told my wife that I was hanging out with the guys or whatever. And so, so Autumn's husband was like, so yeah. Oh, so is she cool with that or whatever? And so then, Brian was like, yeah, she should be or whatever. So he's looking for lingerie, and all of a sudden, Michelle calls Brian, and she's just like, hey, where you at? Are you really with, Autumn's husband? Because I'm going to call Autumn to find out if you're really with him. And so then Brian goes, oh, this is just married life. And so then Autumn's husband goes, just take a pill, just take an aspirin and swallow it and just deal with it. And so then Brian asks, Autumn's husband, do you go through the same thing? And Autumn's husband says, absolutely not. No way, no how. And so Brian was just like shaking his head. And so it is what it is. Like, she got him on a short leash. She tracks his every moment. I'm like, his every movement. She knows where he's at, and she will call around to find him. Like, if you got to do all that, that's kind of crazy. So we have Sasha, Natalie, Olivia, and Nicole. They are in Trinidad, and they are enjoying themselves, and they are chilling. And they are chilling. They're having a good time. They're dancing. They got all their, outfits on. And so then after they end up, participating in the carnival, they all sit down and have drinks. And one of the things that Natalie's not Natalie, Nicole says that I wouldn't want to be here with anybody else. Like, I'm glad I'm here with you guys. So Nicole has already chose sides. Her size is Sasha, Natalie, and Olivia, and because she got into it with the other girls. And so, but plus, since she knows how it feels to be treated like when you're not a wag, and she's about to be a wag, so we'll see what happens with that situation. And she's letting them know, I got your back, I'm cool with y'all. And so we see how it is with them. And so I guess, so now I'm gonna see this part. What the hell? So I guess, what's her name, um Nicole, basically Nicole is cool with Sasha and she's happy or whatever, but the other girls are saying, I think it's Natalie that says to, Sasha, like, do you want to talk to, Autumn again and get back cool with her? Because it just seems like you guys need to have a conversation, because, Autumn is going around telling everybody else, but she's not telling you, Sasha. So I think maybe you guys should talk about it. And these ladies are sitting and Trinidad talking about it. So it's Nicole, it's Autumn, and it's Olivia, and it's Natalie talking about the situation. And Nicole could care less. She's just like, whatever. If you want to be cool with Autumn, do your thing. And so then Michelle and Autumn and Dominique, they go with, Michelle to go get lip fillers. Her lips are already huge, but she wants more lip filler. She wants a lot of things done to her body because she feels like she's losing her youth, and she's intimidated by the young girls, and she's afraid that somebody's gonna steal Brian, her husband, from her. But if she keeps acting like that, she's gonna push him away with her insecurity, because it's not sexy, it's not cute. At the beginning, for a while it is, but then it comes to be like that insecurity, turns to rage and anger and sadness and depression. So they go, so Michelle, she gets her lip filled, and she's going to be using them lips on, her boyfriend tonight. I mean, her husband tonight. So then Amber, it's time for Amber's party or whatever. She's having a party, and all the ladies are invited. And so first, the ladies that show up, is it's Michelle. It's not Michelle comes in later, but basically at Amber's house, they're gonna have tacos. They're gonna have Botox, tightening up the face, tightening up the vagina, losing fat and all that other good stuff. And so Barbie's there, and so basically you got Dominique and you have Michelle there. Michelle was just saying that when she first met Olivia and she met Natalie, it was unpleasant. They were rude to her. They was disrespectful. They cussed at her, and she ain't feeling them. And Barbie's just laughing like, oh, this is gonna be in. And so Dominique tells Barbie she better get her ears pierced because she doesn't have anything pierced. She was like, if you can suck a dick, you can get your ears pierced. I don't know what sucking a penis has to do with ear piercing, because sucking a penis is not painful. Maybe it is for Dominique. I don't know. The correlation just didn't make any sense to me. And so Dominique is talking to, Michelle and Barbie. So Dominique, Michelle, Barbie, Autumn, Amber, Sasha, they're all there. All the girls are there, but except for, Natalie. Natalie's not there. Olivia's not there yet. And also Nicole is not there yet. But Sasha walks in, and Sasha hugs, I think, Barbie, and she hugs Amber. But Sasha gives the hi to, Autumn. Autumn rolls her eyes like in a real way that you can see her. And, Barbie's just looking and laughing like she has her mouth full or whatever. And so anyways, Michelle brings up to, Sasha, like, I think you and Autumn need to talk because of what happened at the party and San Diego, because even though I wasn't there, I know how hurt Autumn was and how she felt, and I think you guys need to talk about it and get it together. And so Sasha goes, well, so you wasn't even there, so what do you need to know? You wasn't there. And so then Michelle goes, I know I wasn't there, but I was very distraught about what Autumn told me. So it's like Michelle is jumping all into the business when she don't need to. She needs to mind her business and work on her insecurities and go get counseling for that, and work on dealing with getting older and having an issue with getting older and things falling down, and want to go to the plastic surgery and get lifts immediately. That's what she needs to be worrying about. And Sasha was like, so well, so Sasha asked Michelle, so what was she distressed about? And so Michelle was like, she was distressed about how you treated her and this and that and the distance between you two. And so Sasha goes, well, I tried to talk to Autumn. I've been trying to reach out to her, but I don't get nothing back from her. And so then Autumn goes, no, you didn't. That's a lie. You have never tried to reach out to me. You have not tried to reach out to me. And Sasha tells Michelle that, and everybody else, that this is none of y'all business. This is between me and Autumn. I don't know why everybody got their hand in it. So when Sasha says that, I feel you, but you let Lonnie get into the mix of things when you guys were in the bathroom talking. And before then, you was talking about, Autumn to Lonnie and the other girls that you was with. And also, I think Dominique was there too as well when you was getting ready for your celebration in San Diego. So you're doing the same thing that you're calling Sasha. You're doing the same thing that you're calling out Amber to do. So I guess you two are just alike. You guys kind of favor each other in the face and kind of look alike, but you guys are kind of alike. And so Sasha was just like, I've been trying to talk to her for months. And Autumn was like, no, that's a lie. You never reached out to me. You never tried to talk to me or whatever. And Sasha says, yes, I did or whatever. And so then Sasha said, well, then let's go over there and talk. Let's have a conversation about it. And so that's when Autumn goes, I don't want to have a conversation about it right now. I don't want to talk. I declined to or whatever. So Sasha says, since you don't want to talk about it, then don't bring it up no more. Don't be out here running your mouth to everybody. Don't say anything about it anymore. And then Autumn goes, what are you talking about? You act like it's just a done deal. You act like we don't feel hurt about the situation. You like we don't have no hurt feelings and all this other stuff. And she was like, well, Sasha goes, well, I'm asking you to talk about it and you don't want to, so then let's just end it. But it's not going to be ended. So why do you think Autumn didn't want to talk to Sasha about it? Is it because everybody else was around? But it was cool for Michelle to bring up the situation to Sasha. But why couldn't Autumn go over there and talk to Sasha about how they feel about each other in a situation that went down in San Diego and their friendship? How come she refused to talk to her about it? If she just feels like Sasha's not real and Sasha really don't want to make up, but you don't know that until you actually have a conversation with her about it. And Sasha was willing to talk to you about it. But I guess, Autumn is upset because she felt like, maybe Sasha dissed her in San Diego, having Lonnie all up in her face and talking about her in the bathroom. I don't know. So, but basically, Sasha was like, all her friends are over here double teaming me and talking crap about me. And she was like, she got her whole crew here. She got her whole gang. So I think, Sasha feels like, the shit that she used to do with Autumn is coming back to her. But, Sasha is willing to talk to her about it. So it is what it is. And then Amber was like, yo, you guys are embarrassing me. You guys are acting crazy, some crazy biatches. So let's go in the house because my neighbors, my friends, this is embarrassing. So she brings him inside and shuts the door. So it's real shit. That like it's really her house. She's really embarrassed. It's not like at the restaurant. This is not like at a place like that. So so then after that, now we have I don't know why Michelle has to be so extra about the situation, why she has to like jump into the situation with Autumn and Sasha, because she's not even getting the chance to know Sasha. She's just team Autumn without knowing both sides of the story. But I guess she's rocking with Autumn because that's her girl and that's it. But it'd be nice to hear both sides of the story. So maybe Michelle, you can put both stories together and see like, okay, yeah, you guys can work out your friendship, but you don't even know if they can or not. You're just jumping in it and being messy and just throwing your 2 cents in to be on camera, whatever. And so then, Natalie and Olivia and Nicole, they show up or whatever. And so Michelle instantly comes for Natalie and Olivia, talking about, oh, last time I met you guys were rude and this and that. And so Natalie and Olivia was like, maybe you're talking about my cousin Sophia. It wasn't us. Maybe you got us mixed up. And they was like, no, I wasn't rude. And she was like, yes, you guys were rude or whatever. And so, Michelle's going in at them. Michelle was like, yeah, you guys are rude, you guys are disrespectful, and I don't give a F. And so then, Olivia, she jumps in, was like, what are you talking about? We don't really know you. And so she goes, no, oh, so you're gonna jump in, Olivia, when I'm trying to talk to Natalie? So every time I have a conversation, there's a problem with one of you, both of you guys are gonna jump in? And it was like, yeah, we're family. And so then that's when, I believe it was Sasha, and Sasha was like, just like you jump in for Autumn and you was just defending her, like we all defend each other, like especially with family, if we're close. So it's not like nothing's wrong with that, because you're jumping in and you're defending Autumn. This one jumps in to defend that one. So that's just how it is. We defend each other when someone's coming at them. And so then that's when Michelle was like, oh, I don't give a F about you. And so that's when Olivia goes, I don't give a F about you. And they started pointing their fingers in each other's faces, and it looks terrible. So Dominique takes Michelle outside to calm her down, and then Michelle just leaves, and Dominique leaves too as well. And so that's when Amber throws her shot. She jumps up and she started to talk about, Olivia, what about that post and everything I heard about you and Joel? What happened with that? And then automatically, Autumn starts to yell like woo and scream like yeah, like making fun of it. Like Autumn acts like it's the first time that she heard about the Joel post, and she only did that to make Olivia feel bad and to throw shade at Olivia and add on to the antics. So to me, Autumn looked bad for that. Like she acted like, oh, she just heard it, and she was basically really trying to help Amber dig into Olivia, which makes her look insecure and makes her, just like, yo, why you gotta be all extra? You got your friend Michelle here all extra, now you being all extra about the Joel post. And basically that's when Amber goes into a confessional, and she was like, I really feel like it's pathetic. All of us here has a serious relationship, or we wags, and she has nobody, so she has to go fake and pretend like she has a relationship with Joel. I really feel sorry for her. Well, I don't know if Amber's married. I thought she's just dating Tito Ortiz or whatever, but it's like, why is she coming for Olivia? It's just like, when people new come on this show, they always come for Olivia and Natalie. Is Olivia and Natalie just easy targets, or do they invite the mess and the drama? Are they trying to take their spots? Because Olivia and Natalie been on this show from Jump Street. If people trying to come for their spots, is that it? Or are they jealous because they're making money, they got their own business, and they can support themselves? Or they think that they're out there trying to get their men or whatever. So it just seems like Amber was way too much with Olivia. Like, if she really cared about Olivia and the situation, she could have pulled her to the side, or she could have had a private conversation with her to ask about what's going on with you and Joel. Are you feeling like less of a woman because you don't have a husband, you don't have a significant other, and talk to her about it and be supportive, because Amber's actually older than I think all the girls. So I think she is. So anyways, Olivia feels, terrible about the situation. She wonders why Barbie didn't have her back and say anything. So Olivia and Barbie, they meet up because they used to really be good friends. And so, Barbie goes, yes, I know it feels like it's a divide between us, because, Olivia is just like, yo, so, your friend Amber, she came at me or whatever, and I don't even know her, and that's your friend. So I would think that you would know if there was something going on. You would warn me, I have my back. And it seems like you didn't have my back. And so that's when, Barbie goes, well, I didn't think Amber was being shady. I didn't think she was going to do anything wrong to you, because why would she invite you to our house only to be rude to you and disrespectful? But she did. And you knew how Amber felt about Olivia, because she was calling her a whore, a pro hoe, and saying that she's probably an escort and all this other stuff. So anyways, Amber just said, what is her name? Barbie just says, I got your back no matter what, so don't worry about it. And she goes, I know it seems really different. I've been really busy being married and having this wonderful relationship, but we find out next episode that her and her husband is not so great, and she's concerned about a divorce. And then we get to Michelle's birthday party. Michelle actually looked like she was going to a costume party, or it was a Halloween party. It was like her outfit was too much. The pink, the silver, and the sparkly stuff looked like it was a costume party or something like that, a masquerade party. But anyways, they surprise her. They give her a gift of a whip. She shows up to the club. They got VIP with Ciroc, and all the husbands are there. Dominique's husband's there. Dominique's husband's there, and Autumn's husband is there, and Michelle's husband is there, and actually Barbie's there too. So Barbie kind of choosing sides. I don't think she's rocking with Olivia like that, or maybe she's just trying to have her own free will and be friends with everybody and not be in the middle or whatever. So anyways, she's surprised. She get a watch. Everything's good. And then, but at the end, Michelle was like, I don't know how Sasha and Dominique got my man's number, how to contact with him. They hung out with him without me being there. So she's mad insecure. So peace. I'm out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples. Thanks.